Under the burning sun of ancient Egypt, where gods and men walked in the shadow of the Nile, there existed a class of people both feared and revered: Egypt's doctors. But these were not doctors in the modern sense. To the Egyptians, illness was rarely just a matter of the body, it was the work of spirits, curses, or angry gods, and so their doctors were half healers, half magicians, wielding knives in one hand and spells in the other. Imagine stepping into an ancient Egyptian house of healing. You wouldn't smell antiseptic or see rows of medicine bottles. Instead, you'd find scrolls filled with incantations, jars of strange powders, bowls of honey, and blades made of bronze. The physician might first whisper spells to drive out a demon believed to be gnawing inside the patient, then prescribe crocodile dung mixed with honey as a cure. One of their most shocking practices was surgery. While they had no anesthesia, no sterile instruments, and little understanding of infection, they still dared to cut. They set broken bones with astonishing skill, even using wooden splints padded with linen. Some skulls unearthed in Egypt show neat holes drilled into the bone, evidence of trepanation, a terrifying procedure where doctors bored into the skull. But what truly makes Egypt's doctors both fascinating and horrifying is their obsession with the body after death. They removed organs with precision, preserving them in canopic jars. The brain, however, they dismissed as useless, pulling it out through the nostrils with hooks and throwing it away. To them, the heart was the true center of thought and life. Their remedies could be as miraculous as they were macabre. Honey was used widely, not only for sweetness but because it stopped wounds from festering. Garlic and onions were fed to laborers building the pyramids, believed to give strength and ward off disease. Yet side by side with these effective treatments were bizarre, almost nightmarish ones. Lizard blood, pig's teeth, or crushed donkey liver might be prescribed for ailments. What's even more unsettling is how often medicine blurred with magic. A snakebite, for example, might be treated with herbal paste, but just as important was the recitation of spells that invoked gods like Isis. One haunting text, the Ebers Papyrus, written over 3,000 years ago, lists hundreds of treatments, many effective but many disturbing. Some doctors specialized so deeply that they became almost like priests of a single body part. Eye infections, common in the desert sands, might be treated by smearing the eyes with mixtures containing honey, ochre, or even animal fat. What's astonishing is that despite all the bizarre and shocking practices, Egypt's doctors were considered the best in the ancient world. But perhaps the most chilling aspect of all is this: the very same hands that healed the living also prepared the dead. For them, the boundary between life and death was thin. Egypt's doctors leave us with a haunting legacy, a civilization that mixed brilliance with terror, reason with superstition, medicine with magic. They were healers and sorcerers, surgeons and priests, and while many of their practices shock us today, their work carved the first paths toward modern medicine, paths lined with honey, blood, prayers, and the whispers of ancient gods.